Right now I'd like to talk about the absence of color versus the presence of color. The first thing we have to understand is, in theory, all the colors in the universe can be made using the three primary colors, which as we know are red, yellow, and blue. So just to rephrase it, red, yellow, and blue, in theory, make all the other colors on the color wheel. Now, what can we tell about red, yellow, and blue and their capabilities beyond just making all the other colors on the color wheel? Well, it turns out that if we get just the right amount of red and add it to the right amount of blue and the right amount of yellow, if we bring them all together, what we will wind up with is not neutral gray, but black. So when we're talking about paint, which is really what the color wheel is about, when we're talking about paint, red, yellow, and blue mixed together in the right amounts will give you black. So therefore, since red, yellow, and blue make all the other colors on the color wheel, black is therefore considered the presence of all colors. So what is white? Do you see any colors here? I don't. So white must be the absence of all colors. And in fact, if I hand you a white piece of paper, there are no colors on that paper. The color is totally white. It's blank. So let's clarify. White is the opposite of black, because white is the absence of color, and black is the presence of all color. Think you have it straight now? Then let's go on. Now be careful so that I don't confuse you. We're now in a darkened room. There's no light source available. So we are now talking about light, not paint. If I were to hold up a painting in this room, you wouldn't be able to see any colors. In fact, anything that I held up in this room, you wouldn't be able to tell me what color it was. Because without light, we don't have any color. Color is a function of light. So here we are in this darkened room, and we can't see any color. So what we have is, we have the absence of color. Wait a minute, didn't I just say that white was the absence of color, not black? Well, see, that's the difference between paint and light. Right now we're talking about light. When you are in a room that has no light on, then black is the absence of all color. Now let me switch on the light. Now with the light on, you can see everything in the room that has color. The reason we can see color is because the sun gives off white light, and that white light is made up of different wavelengths. Maybe you've heard of Roy-G-Biv: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So what you're seeing is all the wavelengths of light, or all colors. So in light, white equals the presence of all color of light. Let's review. If you look at this chart, you'll see the difference between paint and light. On the left side, you'll notice that on the black, it says that it's the presence of all color. It's the color coming from red, blue, yellow, and the mixture of those three colors of paint. If you look beneath it, paint, absence of all color, there's no red, yellow, or blue paint, nor any of the colors that can be made with red, yellow, or blue paint. Now if you look at the right, black, there's the absence of all color. You can't see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, or any of the in-between colors because it's black, just like the room is darkened. And then if you look at the white beneath it, that's the presence of all color. Like the sun is shining and the white light is giving off rujibiv and lighting up everything around us. I hope you're clear now on the differences between the presence and the absence of light, the presence and absence of paint, and the differences between black and white.